Hey, as a network marketer too, face the issue when your family and friends don't really understand what you're doing, they don't really like it, they don't respect it, and they think that it's a waste of time. Do get upset about it. I want to talk about it in this video, so we hang around. And if we haven't met, my name is Edita. I'm from VIE now, and I like network marketing. But I hate prospecting, I hate chasing, I hate cold messaging. It doesn't feel right for me, and I was struggling, and then I found something different. I found a way to attract people, to get people to ask me about my business instead. And that's what I talk about at VIE now. And today I want to talk about the topic. And by the way, before I forget, if you want to learn how to recruit team members without having to prospect, chase, and feel awkward, grab my 3-step formula at viesnow.com/3 steps. And on today's video, I would like to talk a bit about that lack of respect and lack of understanding from your family, of what you are doing. Not only are they not joining you, but they are also kind of against what you're doing. It's a very common problem in network marketing. A lot of us face that, and I have to say I have a story of my own. And my second half didn't understand network marketing, and it's not necessarily a bad thing. I mean, they have a good intention. In many cases, they want to protect us from what they think is a scam, but that only comes from the place of lack of understanding. And what we can do is to understand them. But there are more things that we can do to get them to understand us better, and to even respect and start supporting us. And that's what happened to me, actually, eventually. When I ran into a way to recruit and to do this business in general without having to chase anyone, without being pushy, without being aggressive, which is what a lot of people who don't understand network marketing, or indeed a lot of networkers still think is needed, being pushy, being aggressive, convincing everyone, be only talking about your stuff all the time. You get into that loop that's all you talk about when you meet with your friends and family. So guess what? It becomes annoying, to start with. But then if you're pushy, if you approach them and they clearly don't want it, but you expect support just because they're family members, or if they think that that's the way you do this business in general, and they don't agree that, of course you're gonna get opinions like that. But the thing is that you don't have to be pushy, aggressive. You don't have to chase anyone. The thing is that you can learn the skills to do network marketing without any of those tactics, without being pushy, without being aggressive, without going after everyone, without sending messages to 25 or 50 people every day, without being disappointed first in other people, then in yourself. When you get rejection after rejection after rejection, it starts reflecting, it affects you as a person. And I know that anxiety settles in, and it affects how you operate in your family and in your other life, and how you talk to people, and so on. So all those things actually add up and give the impression that is a very bad thing to be doing, a really bad gig to be involved in. But when you learn the right skills, when you learn the actual marketing skills, not prospecting, but marketing skills, and you flip everything upside down and you get people to ask you about your stuff, you, first of all, it completely changes how you operate, because now you lead with value. First of all, you learn the skills, you lead with value, and also it gives you confidence. It changes how you feel about the whole thing, because I remember when I didn't know about attraction marketing and when I was one of those prospectors, I had a lot of self-doubt. And, when my second half used to still try to get me out of this business, I used to think, I wasn't that confident to even argue with him. I was doing what I was doing, but I wasn't talking about it much, and it wasn't nice. It feels actually terrible when you can't talk about your stuff, with the people who are closest to you. But when I started learning the skills, and as I learned those skills, I started talking about them a lot. I started telling him about those skills and what I was learning and all my ahas and realizations a lot, and I started using that in our daily life, and I started giving him examples that he can understand, around his job, because here's the thing, marketing is everywhere, So when I started pointing to certain things, he started to understand what I was doing, what I'm doing, more and more and more. And he understood that it's actually a real deal, right? It's a real business. He then started, agreeing that yes, it's a real business. It's not just something, a side gig. It's no longer a gig. That's the thing, It's actually a real business with real skills. It's a real profession, and it changes everything. So learning those marketing skills and operating from the place of serving, of being a leader, of leading with value and really helping, and knowing how to strategically use those skills, how to strategically serve and help, because we still need to get paid. So everything you do needs to be strategic, but you need to learn how to be strategic about those things. Okay, so when you start doing that, it changes how you operate, it changes how you feel about yourself, and it changes other people's perception about what it is you are doing. And everything changed about me, in terms of how I talk about. First of all, I no longer need to talk about what I'm doing to my friends like non-stop. I'm very passionate about it, but when, I guess the analogy could be, when you know the truth, you stop arguing about it, it's it becomes, pointless to stop trying to convince somebody. You just know the truth, right? So that's what really happens. And now if I do talk about network marketing, I have a completely different energy about it, and people can feel it. And people who know me, they understand this is a real thing, this is a real business, and a lot of them stopped saying anything negative about it, and they're showing signs of interest and curiosity about what it actually is, and they admit okay, maybe I didn't really understand it before. Now I can see that this is a real thing. So learn the skills, learn marketing. It's amazing. It's very useful for your business. It's very good for your self-confidence, and it's very good for getting other people who matter, to respect what you are doing. So I hope this video was helpful. Thanks very much for watching. If you did like the video, grab my 3-step formula to recruit new team members without having to prospect, without having to chase, without doing those awkward things that everybody hates and you hate yourself. And that's exactly what helps you get respect for what you are doing. So thanks again. Have a great week. Have a nice day today, and I'll be talking to you tomorrow. Bye now.